Friends, are you planning a bike trip to Leh Ladakh with a pillion on your bike? A lot of people ask me this question on my travel blog that if they can ride to Ladakh with a pillion on their bikes, is it even possible to make such a trip? Or what are some of the most important tips that they should keep in mind when riding to Leh Ladakh with a pillion? Generally, my reply is in terms of a trade-off of choosing between the comfort of riding and riding with your partner, either to save cost or enjoy the feeling of riding together with either your soulmate or the best friend. So today in this Express FAQ series on traveling to Ladakh, I'm going to talk about this topic in detail and share some very important tips and tricks that you must follow while riding with the pillion on a Ladakh trip. So let's get started. Well, as always, the short answer is yes, absolutely you can make a bike trip to Leh Ladakh with a pillion on your bike. But similar to a bike ride to Spiti Valley or other remote Himalayan places with challenging roads, there are many factors that makes a successful trip to Leh Ladakh on a bike with a pillion. These factors include the distance of travel each day in your travel plan, the condition and the power of your bike, the luggage you plan to carry on your bike, the itinerary which defines how much extra fuel you need to carry on your bike, the size of your pillion or even your size, and finally your skills of riding a bike and maintaining a balance. Each of these factors contribute towards only one goal, that is the comfort of ride that you experience on such long bike ride to Leh Ladakh. Let us talk about 5 most important tips that will help you with such a bike ride in Ladakh. Number 1. Being comfortable with long distance rides with a pillion. Please note that you will be traveling or riding a lot almost every day on your Ladakh trip. On an average, 7 to 8 hours per day of ride will be common, with long days topping about 10 to 11 hours as well. So, you as well as your pillion must be comfortable with such long rides together and should not complain about such long distances of travel while riding. And that is why endurance and passion levels have to be high for both of you to ensure a successful Ladakh trip. Number 2. Riding a well-maintained bike. Well, needless to say that you must have a good mechanical condition of the bike that will not ditch you in the middle of nowhere when putting load on it. Generally, you should prefer a bike that is powerful enough, like 180cc or more, for such a Leh Ladakh bike trip. It will help your pillion a lot and he or she will not need to get down at every other steep turn or rough patch on the trip. And I am sure that you must have already guessed by now watching this series that you will find such road conditions up there in abundance. So you will not need to ask him or her to run after the bike on such a high altitude with less acclimatized body. Again, like I have already talked about 100cc bike in my video over here, it is not mandatory to have such a powerful bike, but always preferable for a comfortable ride in Ladakh region. Point number 3, you must carry as light luggage as possible or just enough to complete that 10-11 day ride to Ladakh. Like a single pair of jeans or a riding jacket will do. So balance out the right items for both of you and carry only enough what is required as bare minimum to reduce the load and increase every millimeter of the comfort on the Ladakh trip. While riding in Ladakh to places like Pangong Tso or Nubra Valley, it is better to drop off the unnecessary luggage at the hotel or the guest house in Leh itself and then you ride over there. It will help you shed more load and some days of better comfort. Point number 4. Be gentle on your motorbike. You need to also judge your size as well as the size of your pillion so as to understand if you guys will fit well enough on it without suffocating the power of the bike. If your bike suffocates in the plains, well then it will surely suffocate to an extent in the Himalayas as well, especially at the high altitude places where the air is very thin. To test out the waters, maybe you can go for a test ride of 200 plus kilometers on a day and get a feel of it before starting your Ladakh trip. Number 5. You must have your bike in control all the time. Well, last but not the least, you should have all the skills of maintaining the balance of your bike on slippery roads or in gushing water crossing or in mud stretches. You must be able to control your bike on the curves as the pillion moves. These skills and the riding experience is a must have, especially when you will have a pillion sitting on your back and all that luggage that you will have for both of you. You can easily imagine what I am trying to say over here. So friends, this was all about planning a Leh Ladakh bike trip with a pillion on it. Keeping these tips in mind will help you decide if it is worth riding with a pillion to Leh Ladakh or is it better to ride solo or you should have a balance of it. In my next video, I'll talk about if you can rent bike accessories or riding gear in Leh Ladakh or not and if it makes any sense to purchase the whole gear just for your Leh Ladakh road trip. So stay tuned my friends, and I'll see you in my next video. And now in the end, if you found this video helpful, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you need any help or have any questions on your upcoming trip to the Himalayas, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to help you out right away. Till then my friends, Jule, and please keep our Himalayas clean.